It's now over 4 years since government introduced hospital ombudsmen in health facilities across the country. The main role of the hospital ombudsman is to receive complaints related to health service delivery. In this special report, Kondwani Chinere looks at the performance of the platform at Nsanje District Hospital. The report is read by Arthur Chakoto.
The introduction of hospital ombudsman has given marginalized people somewhere to complain when not satisfied by health service delivery. In Nsanje, some marginalized people have reservations on the hospital ombudsman, saying it is compromised. Ellen Kanyanganyika is one of them. In July 2022, Kanyanganyika went to the facility to receive treatment for a boil she had on her back. Unfortunately for the 52-year-old, the clinician on duty allegedly refused to treat her.
I was refused treatment. I had a boil on my back. A consulting doctor assisted me. But when I went to the surgical room, I was told to go to another clinic where they would assist me. I went to a private clinic where I paid 10,000 kwacha.
It is not yet clear as to why the clinician refused to attend to Kanyanganyika, but she did not let this go unreported. She took the matter to the hospital ombudsman, but all the same, she was not assisted. Complaints against health workers are inevitably common, and in Nsanje, it is mostly about health workers soliciting money from patients, late opening of some departments, and officers insulting patients. These complaints are heard and handled by the Office of the Hospital Ombudsman, established 2 years ago to enhance justice in as far as health service delivery is concerned. But if the complaints against health workers and the Hospital Ombudsman are anything to go by, then justice is but a long way to come. Matthias Chilumba is chairperson for Malemia Area Development Committee, ADC. He says ordinary people in Nsanje are failing to bring their grievances against health workers at the hospital because they lack privacy, as the ombudsman operates from a general office where there are a number of hospital officers.
The ombudsman office is at the hospital. The problems occur at the hospital. Those committing the offenses know the ombudsman. We have been advocating that the office should be independent. It should not be at the hospital. When independent, the office will execute its roles better.
Rogers Alfazema, chairperson for Malemia Health Advisory Committee, HSC, collaborates Chilumba's observations. Alfazema also says it is not proper to have a hospital ombudsman who comes from within the hospital system.
The person who's supposed to be in that office should not somebody who is from the general office or any of these human resource guys. No, the government should have to hire somebody who is not in that Ministry of Health. So the government should have to change all these systems.
However, the hospital ombudsman, Ronex Nguo, acknowledged receiving a variety of complaints and that many have since been looked into and concluded. Nguo, who is also the senior environmental health officer for Nsanje, observes that many people are not utilizing the office as they prefer reporting such cases to politicians and traditional leaders, among others.
People do not want to come forward with the evidence. That's a big challenge. And in most cases, we have these people, the complainants, have resorted to go to political leaders, local leaders outside the campus.
On the issue regarding a clinician who refused to treat Kanyanganyika, Nguo denied the matter was ever reported to his office, but all the same assured the people that his office is fair when handling cases.
The Ombudsman office, to begin with, is more or less very independent. Of course, as the hospital ombudsman office has no side. When handling such issues, people are free to bring the issues, and the complainant and the one who has the complainant is complaining are brought together. After sitting down, After weighing the evidence from both sides is when we give the decision.
Ministry of Health spokesperson Adrian Chikumbe said the mandate of Hospital Ombudsman currently lies with the Office of the Ombudsman. And when contacted, the office, through its Director of Investigations and Research, Martha Kwengwere, confirmed most hospitals in Malawi have hospital ombudsman holding other positions. Kwengwere explained that the setup only allows personnel from Human Resource and Administration, Senior Health Surveillance Assistants, and Assistant Environmental Health Officers to hold the position.
The reason why we encourage choosing these cadres is because these are people who are not directly dealing with the patient. So we assume that they will be able to discharge their duties impartially, because these are not people who are dealing directly with the patient, unlike nurses or basic practitioners.
She has since acknowledged that lack of office space remains a challenge for the platform. Other challenges, according to Kwengwere, include denial by some health officers to accept that hospital ombudsmen are there to stay, and insufficient funding required to monitor and train the officers and provide them with necessary materials needed for their work. Meanwhile, Executive Director of Malawi Health Equity Network, Mehin George Jobe, says the initiative is a good platform that provides feedback, complaint management by health systems, and as such needs to be very well known by all.
There's need to publicize that office. Yes, in some health facilities, we have seen some posters, a piece of paper displaying phone numbers and the hospital ombudsman to be contacted. But we should be mindful of illiteracy amongst the other Malawians, and also lack of knowledge, lack of confidence, where people think this also works for the health facility. So there's need to publicize the current hospital ombudsman.
In June last year, the Office of the Ombudsman deployed 463 hospital ombudsman personnel in public hospitals nationwide. According to the office, the Hospital Ombudsman platform has made an impact, which, among others, is giving people the voice to be heard when they feel shortchanged by health workers. This, in turn, helps to provide feedback that is crucial for the Ministry of Health to make improvements in health service delivery in the country.